Hello everyone, I'm Salad, and today I'm going to be reacting to and watching all of the Halo 3 ODST audio logs. Now, I saw some of these during my initial playthrough, but definitely not all of them because I see that this is a 50-minute long video. When I saw it was that long, um, I, I didn't know how to react. Too bad I wasn't recording at the time because I think I audibly said like, "What the heck? What? How? What? How?" Because I don't understand. How was there 50 whole minutes of audio logs? I mean, I know I didn't get all of the audio logs, but I didn't think there were that many that I missed. So we're going to be going through and we're going to be watching all of this. Now, I will likely pause at certain points to give my thoughts. So I'm sorry if that bothers anybody who might be watching. That's just my style. I'm not going to watch through it and talk over it. I like to be able to pause and give my thoughts so that I don't miss anything. So let's get this started. The story of Sadie and Virgil and her father. Now, like I said, I've seen a few of these in game, but not many of them. So let's see how this goes.
Hello, traveler. Mombasa welcomes you. Anxious? Stressed? Please remain calm. Control circuits now open with pride.
Okay.
Hello.
So I think this is one that we've seen before, where the train is speaking with, well, Virgil is speaking through Virgil is the superintendent, and he's straight speaking through the train's voice to everybody.
Traveler, the Mombasa Transit Authority welcomes you to Kikowani Station. How may I serve?
One ticket to Old
Yeah, and
Mombasa,
here's Sadie.
please. Here's my card. Oh, no, scrap that. Traceable, damn it. Coins. Need coins.
Thank you. What is your final destination?
Magongo, if I don't get caught. Hell, if I do.
Transport for 1, 2, Magongo.
Okay, so it's been so to give you guys some context. I am about halfway through Halo 4 right now when watching this. So even though I've seen this before, it's good that I'm gonna get a refresher on Sadie's story. Also, just to let you know, there were some comments that let me know a few things with my permission about what was going to happen to Sadie and whether or not I should react to this or not. So I do know that she makes it out of here alive, and based on the events of Halo 3 ODST and also what I've heard, her father does not make it out alive. He's been killed for some reason. So just to let you guys know, I do know those plot points. I don't know why he was killed. I don't know what's actually going on. I don't know what Sadie's significance is. But I do know those things, so just to let you know, that's what I know so far.
Oh, let's go.
Please collect your ticket.
Wait! Hold the doors, please!
All aboard. Train number 4.
Oh, that was
City
close.
Center 2, Old Mombasa. Now depart.
Yeah, and she's trying to get
Next stop.
down into the data center area that we're at in Halo 3 ODST, if I recall,
Almost there.
to find your father.
Almost.
Emergency stop. Please remain calm. Emergency stop. Please
Damn
remain
it.
calm.
He found me.
By he, she means Virgil, the superintendent AI
Please
thing.
remain calm. Emergency stop.
Virgil, we
Receive me,
can't
Rock.
stop the train. There are other people on board.
Receive me, Hawk. Emergency stop.
Get it out, Virgil.
Calm.
What are you doing, crazy lady? Talking to the train?
I wouldn't even be here if you hadn't kept turning all the traffic signals red.
Detour. Proceed with caution.
Whoa, wait. Train's talking back.
Okay, so I don't know. Has this guy never been in a city before? Haven't they been to San Francisco? Don't they see all the when there's crazy people talking to themselves? You don't go say, "Hey, are you a crazy person talking to yourself?" No, you don't do that. Don't go asking the crazy person why he talks to himself. It's you don't want to know the answer.
Back to you now? What the heck's going on?
Sir, I'm really sorry about this. I was just trying to get out of the city. Virgil, I am going to enlist.
Watch your speed. Children at play.
I'm 19. And besides, the UNSC is taking everyone it can get. That's exactly what Dad would say.
You know, train's got a point. A lot of soldiers are dying these days.
He's not a train. He's a city. A bad, bad city. That worked when I was a kid, Virgil. Open the doors now!
So I'm assuming that these audio logs are going to go in order. So no matter at what order I found them in game, they would always play in a specific order. So that means we'll probably have to wait a few of these before we get to one that I haven't seen. So I think the last thing I remember was some guy who was selling kebabs. That was the last thing I remember, the last audio log that I saw. So if you want to try to skip to that part, then you certainly can while watching this. But this is a good refresher for me, so I'm going to watch it and comment on it anyways.
Now departing. Home station. Leaving. Home station.
Virgil, go to hell.
And here comes the Covenant ships.
Scratch that. Hell just came here.
Alright, and that's the first one. End. Now on to the next one.
Virgil! Can you hear me? I'm on my chatter, but I'm off the train in Old Mombasa, and
No parking. Violators will be ticketed and towed.
I know, I can see it. A giant Covenant ship just hanging above the city center.
I don't know how she understood that
There's a kiosk on the
sentence.
platform. Makupa station. Meet me there, okay?
It's too bad Virgil can only talk
Sorry. Hey!
in canned
Watch it,
phrases.
mister!
Please state your destination.
Virgil, give me eyes on Dad, quick!
I'm sorry. I don't recognize that's a mission.
Sadie, where are you?
Train station, Old Mombasa. Dad, there's a ship.
Listen, sweetheart. I wanted to tell you at breakfast, but you left so early. You know my latest project, the seismic survey for the new construction downtown.
Dad,
well,
there's a
Virgil found
Covenant
something
ship.
under the city. I've never seen anything like it.
Dad! Covenant are attacking the city. Do you hear what I'm saying? You've got to get out of there!
Don't worry. I'm 9 levels underground, and I built Virgil's data center to be very, very secure.
Fine, then I'll come to you.
No!
Well, they'll end up
No.
reaching him anyways,
Stay
it
exactly
seems.
where you are. I'll have Virgil...
Sorry, Dad. There's something wrong.
This is a video connection, Sadie. I can see you making no sound.
Right. Well, tough. Virgil, get that train going in reverse.
Sadie Indesha, I will not allow you to put yourself in danger. What's that noise?
Uh-oh. Incoming!
Yep. Continues on her way there. I remember after this she gets picked up by somebody to have them drive them over there. They end up being a creep and she has to get out. Or at least somebody else in the car takes over.
Pushing.
Sadie! Miss
Yeah.
Is that you?
Commissioner Kinsler? Ow!
This guy.
Get off of me!
Officer Bradley, control this crowd before they trample her into the sidewalk.
Yes, sir. NMPD, everyone back off! I said back off! You hurt?
No. I'll be alright.
Bradley, get her inside.
Take my hand. We've got to go.
I mean, this is a city. You would imagine there would be plenty of
There
cars.
was something wrong with
The
train.
problem would be the traffic.
I know
Not having
all
a
about
car.
Virgil and his overprotective urges, Sadie. Bradley, drive.
Yes, sir. What's our destination?
That's a very good question.
My dad. He's at work.
The data center below the Oni building? No, I don't think so. There are too many Covenant in that district. I'd like to take you somewhere much more private.
Alright, and then that's the end of that one as well.
Bradley?
And then this is the one where he gets kicked out of his own car.
Where are we going?
The police department has an emergency bunker outside the city limits. We'll be very safe.
That's very kind of you, Commissioner, but I can't. I'm sorry. If you would please, take me to the city center.
Such a serious young woman. Just like your mother. New Mombasa's most passionate public defender.
Okay, so her mom was a lawyer.
Really was a sick, murdering bastard. She had your eyes.
Virgil, stop the car.
As police commissioner, it's my job to uphold the law. And I'm afraid the city has very strict personal privacy statutes. My car is off the grid, Sadie. As far as Virgil is concerned, You just disappeared. Assaulting a police officer. That's a serious offense.
Don't come any closer.
Just like your mother.
Let go of me.
It's the end of the world.
Virgil, please.
Nobody
Somebody!
cares what happens to one lost soul.
You would
Officer,
think
why are we stopping? Keep.
You would think that Kinsler, Commissioner Kinsler, would, if he's acting this kind of way, he would have people who he trusts that know that he acts this way and who are used to him acting this way and who wouldn't do anything about it. So you would think that I don't know, you would think that the other officer with Kinsler wouldn't actually try to stop all this stuff, or at least Kinsler would know not to do this kind of shady stuff in front of somebody he doesn't actually trust, but apparently not. But I imagine in real life, people like this, they wouldn't be stopped by the other officer in the front seat, because the other officer in the front seat would be complicit. It's kind of sad, but realistically, that's what would happen in a case like this, which would obviously not be great. But let's continue on.
Going.
Fortunately, that doesn't happen here.
Get out.
What?
You heard me.
Let go of my coat. What do you think you're doing?
My job.
Although, to be fair, it's basically the end of the world where they are, so maybe this Mike guy always didn't like what he was doing, but had to ignore it in all the other times, just not now.
I hope that hurts, you son of a bitch.
Not as much as you're going to hurt when I...
Commissioner, I'm taking the car. You want to get out of the city? You can walk like everyone else.
You'll pay for this, Branley.
It's the end of the world. Nobody cares what happens to you.
Yep, that's true. Okay, and then that's the end of that one. I think next is when she gets kicked out of the car because she wants to go to the data center
Pulling him.
in the Oni base.
Kinsler had it coming. I've been his driver 2 weeks. Seen enough to last a lifetime.
Mm-hmm. He's been his driver for 2 weeks, and he said he's seen enough to last a lifetime. But he didn't do anything those 2 weeks. He didn't do anything to stop it. He only did things now because Kinsler doesn't have any power anymore. So yeah, that's a thing. I mean, I guess maybe in a environment such as the one that he's in, he couldn't have done anything. He couldn't go to the authorities. They are the authorities. So what could he have done to stop it? Nothing. But even so, he still let it happen. Let those kinds of things happen for 2 weeks. So you can't really call this Mike guy a paragon of justice either, even though he did end up saving Sadie in this case. But you also, again, can't fully blame him because of the apparently the kind of corrupt place that he's in.
Name's Mike. Mike Branley.
Sadie, Ndesha. You know, for a cop, you make a pretty good guardian angel.
Ex-cop.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
I was looking for a career change anyway.
How about soldier?
Yeah, does seem like a growth sector.
Mike, I need to get back over the bridge to the Oni building downtown.
Well, that's a problem, because I need to keep away from Covenant Plasma Fire.
Okay, just drop me off here.
Don't be stupid. What are you going to do? Fight your way through a few million refugees just so the Covenant can kill you a little faster?
And this is why you always bring cab fare on a first date.
I'm trying to save your life.
You're trying to save your own ass.
And yours.
I think I'm the only person in this car who needs to be thinking about my ass.
Fine.
Fine.
Yep, and then out she goes. I don't
Thanks
know if
for
this
saving me for like 3 minutes.
You're welcome.
I don't know if this Mike guy's gonna end up being relevant later in the story, but we'll see.
Well, I sure showed him.
Brandley, I think his name was as well. Mike Brandley.
Great. I'm stranded on the wrong side of the bridge in the middle of an alien invasion, and I just pissed off the only
Hold on.
person willing to help me out.
Let me
I'm
do that
stranded
again.
on the-
Is she like have a false leg right there or something like that? Or is that just what it looks like, but it's not actually the case. It looks like she was missing a foot or whatever, and they has like a peg leg or something. And she's holding, I don't even know what there. Probably not the case, but
the wrong side of the bridge. in
kind
the
of what it
middle
looked
an
like.
Alien invasion, and I just pissed off the only person willing to help me out. go me. My feeling exactly.
This way! Step aside! Make a path! Make a path! We're on the street! We need to move!
Dad?
Sadie, thank God. Virgil couldn't find you anywhere.
Yeah, you can thank Kinsler for that.
Police Commissioner Kinsler? What do you mean?
I don't want to talk about it.
Get your kebabs here.
Ah, Kebab Man, here we go.
What is it, Sadie?
Biggest man I've ever seen.
Where are you?
The Old Town Market. A butcher is giving away his food. Too bad it won't keep the Covenant from glassing the city.
They won't glass the city.
Hang on, Dad.
I'm in contact with an Oni officer. She thinks these Covenant are just a reconnaissance force. And I think they're looking for the same thing Virgil found in his seismic
Yep,
survey.
the entrance to the Ark.
Move, you wolf! Get that table out of the road!
Calm yourself, friend. Stop unking. And have a kebab.
Have a kebab. Yeah,
You fat ass!
this guy's right.
Hey!
Just have a kebab.
My friend, I am an 800-pound man with a large cleaver who kills animals every day and chops them into...
Also, 800 pounds? How'd you get that big? What the heck?
Enemies? Or would you rather have a nice kebab?
I would, of course, rather have a nice kebab. Alright. Back to Kebab Man.
Somebody make him stop! Did he hit him? For the last time, you blimp! Get out of the road!
Ooh.
Cleaver through the hood of my car!
Okay, so here we are. Now we are at the parts that I have not seen. So, looks like I only got... I only got 20% of the way through all of the audio logs on my playthrough. So we still have another 80% to go. So that's a lot more than that I have not seen. So Cleaver Man, or Kebab Man, is hacking his cleaver through some guy's car for no reason. Okay.
1,000 pardons, but it was, I know that. Or smash your windshield, pull you out, and make you into kebab.
What?
Did he already make other people into those kebabs? What are those kebabs made out of now? Now I'm concerned.
No, hey, wait!
Then please, stop honking your horn. It frightens the children.
Sorry, Dad. There was a sort of a thing here.
A thing,
What were
yep.
you saying?
Sadie, New Mombasa is the only place on Earth the Covenant is attacking.
What? Why?
Virgil's survey. He detected some very unusual seismic activity all along the Great Reef.
Would you like a kebab, young lady? Chicken, mutton, beef. One free for every refugee.
I'm not a refugee. I'm going there.
Across the bridge to where the aliens are landing? Take 2 kebabs.
Sadie,
Yeah, you'll
stay out
need
of
them.
the city center. I don't want you coming anywhere near the security zone.
Sorry, Dad. Gotta go. I'll call you back.
Sadie,
Come, my friends, don't be shy. Free food for the journey.
Oh, what a nice guy.
Young lady.
People will actually probably need
headed to the war
kebabs.
zone. You must eat. Curried lamb, roast chicken.
They look delicious, really. But I'm not hungry.
My dear, the end of the world is nothing to face. Oh, on an empty stomach.
He's not wrong. You really should just have some kebab. I mean, you probably will need the extra energy from the food. And we're back to him eating his kebab still.
What you're doing, feeding all these hungry people, it's really a noble thing, but you can't stay here. The fighting is going to spread across the water into the old city.
Would you be a dear and run to the wine merchant?
Do you want some wine with his kebabs?
Lamb would be perfect with a 23 Ida Syrah.
I understand. You're too heavy to walk very far, but there are other options.
You could carry me.
Best of luck with that.
You listening? I need you to divert a city vehicle to my current location. A forklift, or maybe an Olympic.
I think I am insulted.
If you stay here, you'll die. You need to get to the train station or the waterfront. It's much closer.
Look at me. Nobody will give me a place on a boat or a bus or a train. I would take up 5 seats.
You know what?
I'm not worth 5 people.
You can't.
I guess his position makes sense. He's kind of accepted his fate because at 800 pounds, yeah, he's gonna have a hard time going anywhere anyways. But Sadie's also right. You can't just give up. But still, I understand what he's saying.
Just give up. Throw away your life.
what about your life? You seem determined to go to the one place you are most likely to die.
I'm going to find my father. He needs me, just like all your customers need you.
Very well, young lady. I am
These
convinced
visuals are so
I
weird.
too will leave
They really
the
are.
house
Good.
As soon as you do.
No!
First, you make your father sleep. Then you come back and rescue me, my brave,
Reasonable.
princess, riding her fearless forklift.
Just don't give up.
But if I run out of hope, I will still have kebabs.
Yeah, this is a great guy. And there's the Covenant ship.
Excuse me. Ow!
I mean, that's a reasonable thing to say. Okay, I'll leave. Once you leave. So, yeah, we know, I do know that Sadie does eventually make it out of there alive somehow. So does Kebab Man make it out alive? I hope so. I hope Kebab Man makes it. He deserves to live, you know, giving everybody free kebabs. That's
I'll be
great.
back soon.
Of course you will. Chicken, beef.
Please, just let me through.
Caution. One-way street.
Stop it, Virgil.
Warning. No U-turn allowed.
Find Dad. Then I'll come back. I'm not crying. I'm not.
I understand she wants to get her dad out of there, but even if she gets to where her dad doesn't want to leave, it sounds like. Sounds like he wants to stay where he is. How is she going to make him try to leave? And even if they do try to leave, how are they going to get out of there safely? I think that the dad is probably right that it's safer for him to stay 9 floors underground. Of course, we know that ends up not being the case, but realistically, I think it makes sense for him to just stay put in a safe place.
Welcome to your African Trust automated teller machine. Banking with pride.
Finally, an ATM that still works. Virgil, get Dad.
Please place your right hand on your connection.
Sadie, where are you?
Outside one of the casinos, down by the river. I can barely hear you, Dad. There are looters inside, smashing everything.
Covenant troops are spread all over the city center. I can see them on the monitors in my lab. You've got to get as far away as you can.
Forget it! I'm coming to get you. End of discussion.
Invest wisely. Open a personal savings account today.
Listen to Virgil, Sadie.
This looting is just the beginning, Dad. Pretty soon we won't need the Covenant to tear us apart. We'll do that all by ourselves. Virgil,
Those looters won't survive very long.
kept me safe.
I don't know why they're
Now,
looting.
You've got to save the city. That's a boy! Scare them all the way to the river. I know they can afford the ferry. Dad, can Virgil track the Covenant as they move? Stream positional data to the UNSC?
Yes, I might be able to reconfigure his traffic congestion cameras to isolate known Covenant vehicle profiles.
Maybe the Argus sniffers can pick up their soldiers too.
The Argus
I've only
sniffers?
seen vids of the different Covenant species, but I bet they all stink in their own special way.
That's an excellent
Oh.
idea. Virgil, get right on it. Sadie.
Okay, so
I
they're gonna
know
track where all the
you
Covenant are
don't
going.
always have time to talk. But sweetheart, you make me very, very proud.
Well, I just figure if we know where the bastards are, we can at least run away better.
That
That's
was a nice
not
trick
wrong.
with the police sirens, girly, but I ain't so stupid.
Oh.
Step away from
Prone?
that cash machine, or I'm gonna blow your pretty head off.
Is this necessary? Why? Why does this guy need to threaten Sadie to steal from an ATM from this cash machine that he is talking about? She wasn't stopping him. I mean, she wasn't going and trying to stop all the looters from doing what they were doing. She was just letting it happen because she couldn't do anything to stop it. So why is this crone suddenly threatening her for no reason?
You think I'm deaf? Last warning! Back away from my cash machine! You too, girly.
Sadie, get out of there!
Look, I'm stepping back, okay? Why don't you just put down your gun?
Time to break the piggy bank.
I like how that actually was the shotgun sound effect from Halo.
Hey! You almost hit me!
African Trust. Open up. Banking with pride. Open up.
Yeah, just let them do their thing.
Everyone, listen! That's a Covenant dropship!
Oh, you can't help them.
40 years I've been coming to this place. 40 years of losing my hard-earned cash. Well, today I hit the jackpot. You hear me, you damn machine? I want my money!
Ugh. Well,
Virgil, give her the
you
money.
might get your money, but you will lose your life. I don't know if that's worth it.
Ha! Out of my way, you little slut!
Yeah. Don't get involved with these crazy people any longer.
Brutes! How big they are!
I win!
Ooh,
I win!
right on top of you! Oh my god! You just tore the ATM off the casino wall!
Payday! Transaction complete.
Yeah, transaction is indeed complete. She paid, or she gained a lot of money, and she paid with her life. That was the transaction. Doesn't make sense. Only crazy people will be left here.
Oh my god. She's crushed under the ATM. Please don't look behind this dumpster, you big dumb
Okay,
brutes.
then stop narrating out loud. You're gonna get found.
Alien son of a bitch! Think I'd share any of this with you?
That's it. Keep walking. Not to see here.
Oh my gosh.
I was!
Ah, that's so annoying.
Run! Run!
Oh. Imagine if you were the father and you like made that phone call and got your daughter killed because of it. Just maximum facepalm, maximum regret. That would suck. Like, oh my, that's painful. Why'd they have to do that? Turn your phone on silent now, please.
That just came out of nowhere. Smashed all the brutes. Was that you?
My head.
Oh, it's him. Okay, so he is relevant.
Things were supposed to stop you from getting hurt.
Mike! You came back!
Who's Mike? Sadie, what's going on?
Hang on, Dad.
Yeah, just stop.
You out.
I'm okay.
That's not healthy right now.
Macho tough guy thing, it's really never worked for me. Give me your hand.
Be gentle. Take me around front. Let me see what I hit. Oh, brutes, huh? Well, that's never coming out of the grill.
All right, so Mike came back to help. I kind of wonder if he might.
Sadie, thank the gentleman.
Great etiquette tip, Dad. Get back to you.
Yeah,
My
just
father says I should thank you for saving my life.
Yeah, couldn't save the car though. Think there's something stuck in it. Oh,
That's a... Ew.
Paul. Yeah, I can see that.
Mike, seriously, thanks.
Hey, I didn't want to be the guy who leaves the damsel in distress.
Plus all the lights turned red when you tried to drive away.
How did you...
Virgil?
Who's that? Your boyfriend?
okay. So Virgil tried to slow him down from leaving, anyways. That's kind of funny. Jeez. But I mean, the lights turning red. Does that really matter when there's an alien invasion happening? Couldn't you? Isn't this exactly the time when you'd be running red lights? I don't know how that would stop him. But I guess it was trying to tell him to turn around.
Not quite. You know the superintendent?
Sure, the AI that runs the city. Picks up the garbage, monitors the traffic, helped me trace a license plate last week.
Well, Virgil is part of the superintendent. A subroutine my dad wrote to look after me when I was a kid.
Look after you?
Okay, so Virgil is just a subroutine of the superintendent.
It's just Dad and me. He did his best, but his job. When Dad couldn't be there, Virgil was. He helped me get to school on time, made sure I got a healthy lunch and didn't watch too much TV, that sort of thing.
Must have been annoying.
Must have been annoying. Yeah, limiting how much you can watch TV, play video games. Yeah, that's the worst, right?
At work.
Your tax dollars at work. Yep.
Mike, why are you helping me?
I'm a cop. Service to all, right?
Uh-huh.
Look, the city's under attack. A lot of people need help. Well, I can die a hero, or I can die a coward. But
Got any choices that don't involve dying?
At this
not
point,
if you
probably
want to
not.
Go back over that bridge.
Hmm. The tether? What's the tether?
Citizens, your neighbors are resisting. A popular uprising is inflicting heavy casualties on the invaders. We will prevail.
How are we gonna get across this bridge? It's packed!
Good manners and pointy elbows?
Jeez, Brent. The things you do for a kiss.
What?
I said I won't!
So he just followed it. He just followed the damsel in distress just because he wants to be the hero, wants to get a kiss for it. Yeah, that's. I mean, I can't blame you, Mike.
Down, miss!
Right! Excuse us!
Hey,
Sorry!
step aside!
Please!
Police business!
It's an emergency!
Coming through!
Let
Look
us
out!
through!
Step aside, people!
You know, if the panicked mobs would just stay in nice
Then they wouldn't be panicked mobs.
Watch it! Get across this bridge a lot faster!
Do you hear that?
What? The water? Don't tell me you're afraid of heights.
Pelican dropship. Hard to see through all the smoke, but it's heading our way.
Virgil, got eyes in the sky! Not good. Cane tapping, seeing eye dog. Means Virgil can't see it.
And who do we know who likes to travel off the grid?
There's a police dropship.
We can't all fit on that.
Uh-oh. Is it the commissioner again?
Oh, crap.
Hello, Sadie.
Oh my gosh, really? When all this is going on, you really come back for this kind of thing? Like, the aliens are invading the planet, and you've got like a pelican to get out of there. But instead of leaving, what you do is go to harass some lady for no reason. What's up with this guy? This guy makes no sense. Oh my gosh.
It's so good to see you again, Sadie. But please, no sudden movements. This pelican isn't the stablest thing to stand on. I'd hate to shoot you accidentally. Branley, your service pistol. Remove it from your holster. Slowly.
Yeah.
Now toss it off the bridge. Good. I must say, Sadie, you play very hard to get.
Bet that makes you angry.
Oh, quite the opposite.
Virgil, a little help here.
Your chatter made you easy to track, but I think you and Virgil have talked quite enough.
They've been chatting a lot, that's for sure.
Now smash it. Do you know what I've learned in all my years in politics?
That you're an asshole?
The value of escalation. For example, last time we met, Branley hit me with his fist.
And now he's gonna shoot him?
I might do it again.
I think not. This time I have a submachine gun. You see? Escalation. Goodbye, Branley.
Do it, and you're a dead man.
Sadie, you're such a bright, beautiful girl. You have no idea how much it pains me when you act so incredibly stupid. I have the gun.
Yes, but I have the garbage truck.
You gotta...
My dropship.
Alright, I don't think the sound effect quite matches, but they rammed a garbage truck into the pelican. Is the pelican really that weak that it would be destroyed by something like that? I mean, maybe. But I feel like we've seen the pelicans survive some pretty rough things. So, it must be a strong garbage truck.
Whatever do you think you're doing?
Escalation.
They're squashing him with garbage from the garbage truck. Okay.
Man, what a
Well,
smell.
Come on.
that is also escalation, I guess.
Oh, no. No. I am not getting in the back of a... Oliphant.
Think of it as an armored personnel carrier.
Now,
For the smell impaired.
is the commissioner gonna come back again, though? I feel like he is. Probably should have dealt with him a bit more thoroughly. But
Stay strong, Mombasa. Our
oh
noble
well.
militia is hitting back hard. The enemy has begun to retreat.
I think I'm going to puke.
Hold on. The police commissioner, he was probably behind what is going to be Sadie's father's death. That's got to be it, right? Why else would he come back for Sadie? So I don't think it's just for his like perverted means or whatever it is he wants to do. I feel like he wanted to go back for Sadie because Sadie was going to go back for her father. And this commissioner really wants Sadie's father dead. That's what I think. We'll see if that's how this ends up playing out.
Might make it smell better.
Why do we have to ride back here again?
It's the safest way to get to the Oni building. If we sit in the cab, we're targets. If we let Virgil drive us to the Oni building, the Covenant thinks we're just a harmless machine.
Recycling. Do your part.
Uh-oh. Company, get behind me.
Finally, something between me and all the shooting. Guess we all had the same bright idea, huh?
Oh, Tom. So we got some other person who's also hitchhiking on this automated garbage truck.
Name's Tom Uberti. Damn glad to meet you. Married, right? You two own a house? Of course you do. Say, when this is all over, if you're in the market for new ceramic siding, hey now, I'm your man.
Tom, shut up. Virgil.
Yeah,
can you
not the
raise
time to
hell
be
with
selling
the
ceramic
radio?
siding.
Wow, buddy. Is she a tough customer or what?
You have no idea.
Sadie, you had me worried half to death.
I'm okay. What about you?
The fighting is spreading, damaging all sorts of systems. Power, data, the entire superintendent infrastructure is close to collapse. I'm doing all I can, but...
Dad, you've done an incredible job keeping Virgil together.
Sadie, it's not me.
Hmm?
It's the Covenant.
Wait. He's saying it's not him that's trying to keep the superintendent together, it's the Covenant? Does the Covenant want the superintendent for something? Maybe it's data, it's information? Is that what he's trying to say?
Dad, it's hard to hear inside this oliphant. Say that again.
A plasma bombardment collapsed one of Virgil's tertiary data centers. I was assessing the damage through the underground cameras. And I
Oh,
saw
yeah, they're
Covenant
fixing it.
Splicing cables, patching switches.
What? The Covenant are helping us?
Nope.
Well, I'll be damned.
Dad, I just met my first brutes. They didn't seem too helpful.
No. The ones in the data center weren't brutes or any of the Covenant I've heard about.
Huh?
It's a whole new species, Sadie. And they're
Oh.
quite beautiful. They have some sort
It's
of
those
automatic
things. The ones that we brought out. We brought out one of these creatures in ODST.
system, but as long as you don't get too close.
You know, and I'm just thinking out loud here. Maybe this whole invasion is just one big misunderstanding, huh?
Shut up, Tom.
Virgil's observing another group of them now inside Kikowani subway station. Hang on a second. I'll connect the audio feed.
Number one rule of sales. Understand exactly what the customer needs. Not what he wants, what he needs. You understand?
Tom, seriously. Zip it.
It's dark in the station. Switching the camera to thermal. Strange. There aren't any brutes around. Usually they never leave them alone.
They can't make heads or tails of what I'm seeing
6
there.
of the new aliens floating in a circle. They are surrounding a seventh, touching it with their tentacles. Amazing. You wouldn't believe how fast they can move their limbs. They're working. Doing something to the explosive
Dismantling it?
alien's armor.
Ooh. They're trying to dismantle the explosives on themselves, but they failed.
Dad, what were those explosions? Virgil, can't this oliphant go any faster?
I'm not sure what just happened. 6 of the aliens are dead. But I think... Sadie,
Oh.
they gave their lives to free their companion. Yes, yes. I can see it floating away down the subway tube. Virgil.
And that's the one that we rescue.
Covenant with feelings, huh? It's a first.
What was I saying? They're friendly, don't you see? We gotta negotiate.
Negotiate?
We shoot at them, they shoot back at us. That's just bad business.
Well, I mean, you're not wrong, but...
Aliens, we're in here. We want to surrender.
Settle down, you idiot.
Tom, don't you get it? The friendly Covenant aren't the ones doing all the shooting.
To hell with demographics. This is a down market. Time to bargain if you want to make the sale.
This guy's gone insane, just like most everybody else.
Yeah, you in the tank, over here!
Oh my gosh. They're gonna get themselves killed.
Up in the back, right? We're out of here.
That's right, up here! What say you and me make a deal, huh?
Oh man.
Sadie, it's a race. Move!
Where to?
Anyway, come on.
You don't understand!
And he's dead. Man! How can somebody be that dumb? No. I know there in this situation like this, there definitely would be people who would be staying behind trying to defend their homes, and there would be people who are just kind of crazy going around looting. But for a guy like Tom, who just seems like some sort of salesman guy, who seems like they would be trying to get out of the city, to not understand the situation he's in, you gotta have some real brain damage in order to think that was a good idea. Jeez. Well, now they have no more vehicle.
That right blew the hell out of our Oliphant.
Poor Tom.
Poor Tom, he almost got us killed.
Yeah, I don't know if I would say poor Tom.
Now what?
Stay out of sight.
That was definitely his own doing.
My dad's in the data center under the Oni building.
Basically right at the heart of the Covenant occupation.
We're going to need Virgil's help getting him out of there.
Here, take my jacket.
I don't mind the rain.
It's fiber armored. I mind you getting shot.
Thanks.
Optican, healthcare on demand. Please place your hand on the touchpad to get to the guidelines.
Virgil, get me dead.
Elevated heart rate. Are you feeling anxious? Stressed? Try Optican's newest mood-settling drug. Stay Tenosol.
And stop playing doctor.
Finally, a kiosk with a camera. Now I can see that you are all right. But why are you dressed like a police officer?
It's Mike's. Say hello.
And is that really the right thing to be asking about right now? Why are you dressed as a police officer when there's an alien invasion going on? I don't think any of those little details matter that much, but I mean, all right.
It's good to meet you, Dr. Endasha.
You know, you are the first young man Sadie's ever introduced.
Really?
What's Virgil doing?
Learning to whistle,
Whistle?
so he can communicate with the tentacle aliens.
Oh.
Stress harms relationships. Good communication and good medicine can help.
We just met a guy that tried the whole communicate with the enemy thing. It didn't work out so well, Dad.
These new aliens are different. Inquisitive, not violent. They're searching for something under New Mombasa, I'm sure of it. And if Virgil can learn to speak with them, we'll be able to determine whether or not they can...
Dad?
Attention, citizens. The enemy has infiltrated our data systems. Do not
Irregular pulse.
Our
Heart rate
ever-vigilant
falling.
police have imposed a level 1 communications blackout.
Oh.
All
It's
civilian chatter is restricted.
when it was saying all those things, what it really meant is that Virgil himself was the one that needs a doctor. That Virgil is actually having some problems.
No!
Whoa, calm down.
They killed him!
Who?
The police! They just pulled Virgil's plug!
No way. The whole city would shut down. The evacuation would grind to a halt.
Why would this? What do you mean with no way? That's exactly what the Covenant want, is for the evacuation to grind to a halt.
One would be crazy enough to...
No one?
Oh, crap.
Yeah, of course the Covenant would do that.
Police headquarters, straight ahead.
How does a level 1 blackout work? How do we bring Virgil back?
Emergency communications department. But we can't just...
Kick down the door, plug Virgil back in? You bet your ass we can!
Sadie, wait!
Here's a directory. Emergency comms, 14th floor, elevators are...
She's got a lot of courage, but I don't know if she has the strength to back it up. I guess we're gonna see.
Hold up. Look, lobby's all shot up. And over by the elevators.
Are those cops?
All dead. Probably a brute kill squad.
Howdy, folks.
Or not?
Sorry about the mess. Since it appears we're all going straight to hell today, I figured I'd send some of my old pals...
More insane people.
myself.
Listen, buddy. We don't want any trouble.
We just need to get upstairs.
Stay right where you are. Here comes another one now.
Yeah, I don't know why they shut the super down. We'll keep broadcasting as long as we...
Hey there, Jimbo.
What the... Officers down, there may be Covenant in the...
Come on now, get off your chatter and pay attention.
Marshal? What are you doing here? Didn't you get fired?
Remember how often I asked
You're
you
someone who
not
was
to
fired.
half and half? And remember how often you didn't listen?
You?
Really?
You did this?
have stayed in the elevator, Jim.
No, please.
I wrote my name right there on the cart.
Sadie, let's go.
According to
Only
this
the crazies are left,
I
apparently.
have issues with anger management. If I were you, I'd stay right where you are.
Yeah, I think they're right.
You two are my hostages. Sit tight.
But hold on.
or you're gonna...
That guy, Jim or whatever, he was saying like, oh yeah, I don't know why they shut the superintendent down or something like that. It sounded like he was saying that the officers were here to shut Virgil down. Or something like that. Maybe to stop the Covenant from getting data from him? I was assuming that the Covenant shut the superintendent down, but maybe that's not the case? Or maybe I'm not understanding that right. Didn't read it right.
We have to get upstairs. Turn Virgil back on.
No talking. You work for the NMPD?
No.
Oh yeah? Where'd you get the jacket?
I stole it from the trash.
A thief, huh? Got a record, you little punk?
Look, why don't you put down your rifle and...
Why don't you shut your goddamn mouth? Hear that? SWAT pussies finally woke up. They'll be wearing body armor, so you have to take the headshot.
Get down, Sadie, now! Drop your weapon.
Come and get it!
Ha! Oh, damn it! Take him down! Cover me!
Man down, man down.
Yikes.
He's got us pinned in here!
The police are still around, like, doing stuff like this during an alien invasion?
Oh, my eyes! Oh, you lousy son of a bitch!
Got him! Suspect down!
Sadie? Sadie, you okay?
You! Hands where I can see him!
Don't shoot! I'm NMPD, damn it!
Let me see a badge. Nice and slow.
The whole city's crawling with covenants, and we're killing each
Yeah, I agree, Sadie. This makes no sense.
See?
This is not the
Metro
thing to be
PD.
focusing
I need
on.
to get her to the 14th floor. It's an emergency.
Okay, take her up. We'll deal with this mess.
There must be a dozen bodies here.
We can't save them, Sadie. But we can save Virgil. We have to go.
Okay, well, at least these SWAT team members are sane and aren't gonna attack them for no reason.
Emergency comms. 14th floor. Should have taken the elevator.
After what just happened? I don't think so.
What exactly are you going to say to make them reinitialize Virgil?
I'll think of something.
Hi, I'm cute. Break the law for me.
That's not...
Okay, so it was other humans who decided to disable the superintendent, or disable Virgil at the very least. Interesting.
funny.
I'm just saying. It worked on me.
Still no Covenant activity outside the city limits.
Okay.
I've got 3 more evac points.
So that's why there's still SWAT and stuff around here, because this is like a big police center or something like that in the city. Okay, that makes more sense.
Points at 200% capacity.
Somebody answer that damn phone.
Where's the duty officer?
Big desk. At the back.
Thanks.
Any of the ferries still running?
Another riot starting down at
Well, you'll just have to go down there yourself.
As I've been trying to tell you, Captain, I don't have the authority to override. What do you mean, gross misconduct? Captain Dare, I assure you, people are
Captain
dying
Dare?
down here.
Okay.
Yes, of course I could turn the superintendent back on, but Commissioner Kinsler gave me
Kinsler. Okay, so Commissioner Kinsler is still playing these little games, even though it's endangering everybody else in the city. Just for his little schemes. That's pretty evil. Okay. As if he wasn't evil enough already. So, Commissioner Kinsler is the one that gave the order. Also, she talked about Dare, who I believe her name was Veronica. Or was it Victoria? I think it was Veronica. Yeah. She was in ODST. So that's interesting that she's talking to her.
explicit instructions.
You're busy, so I'm just going to borrow this stapler.
Listen, Captain, there's a Covenant carrier hovering right outside my window.
What you can do with the stapler?
There's a sniper in my lobby, and you're threatening to have me fired? Ugh. Office of Naval Intelligence. Now there's a contradiction in terms. Oh, what do you want?
I need you to turn the superintendent back on.
Not you, too. I am telling all of you, the commissioner...
I know, but I'm making you do it.
What gun?
This one.
You're holding my stapler inside your pocket in point.
You don't know that.
Might be a gun.
Or a rifle.
Or a rocket launcher.
And if it was, why you would have to
Nobody could.
Giving her a reason.
fire you.
If it was a gun. Oh no, please, don't shoot. I'll do anything.
I like it. I like it.
It's okay, Virgil. I'm here.
Sounds different.
Virgil, what have those aliens done to you?
Okay, so the aliens are modifying Virgil.
Sadie, what's going on?
I don't know. Those aliens have been working on Virgil, and now that he's back on, he sounds...
Different.
Virgil? It's still you, isn't it? Can you get Dad for me? Virgil can't reach him. Something's wrong.
Reports are coming in from all over the city. Covenant forces are pulling back in the face of furious resistance.
Man, have I had it with his crap.
Our enemies are cowards. Battle on, brave citizens, and victory will be ours.
I like how they label it propaganda.
Mike, wait!
Telling it how it is.
This hour, we pay tribute to our fallen heroes, Jim Odingo, Roberto Bustamante, and Marshall Glick.
This is his office. Public Service Announcements Division.
These officers were gunned down in the very lobby of this building by Covenant snipers.
Well, that's not the case. Marshall was not gunned down by Covenant snipers. It was SWAT team members. And we just saw that.
But moments ago, members of our citizen militia wiped out the sniper nest with a homemade flamethrower, made from nothing more than an old leaf blower and a can of gasoline. Keep fighting, Mombasa. Fight, and we will win.
Off the air. Covenant sniper nest. Those people were massacred by a crazy ex-cop. Hell, one of those people was the crazy ex-cop.
Is?
People are dying out there, and you're feeding them this garbage? None of it is true.
Yes. Well,
Well, is it better? Is telling them the truth right now any better? I don't know.
some days, truth isn't really a luxury we can afford.
Yeah, I don't think this guy is wrong. This propaganda man doing what he's doing.
Come
Yeah.
on, Mike. He's a propaganda officer. He's just
Exactly.
doing his job.
Exactly. This is his job to keep everybody from losing hope when they're trying to leave this place or fight back and stuff like that. But like I said, it's been a while. It's been a bit since I finished ODST. If I recall, when we were escorting the alien out of the planet, I believe it was referred to as Virgil at certain points, or at least I thought it was Virgil at certain points. I don't know if am I hallucinating that? Was it actually Virgil? Was it actually not Virgil? Is that what these aliens are doing? Is they're absorbing Virgil's AI, their subroutines, into themselves, and Virgil's escaping the planet that way? Is that what happened? Am I understanding this right? I wish I probably should have just refreshed my memory on the ending of ODST before watching this, but I remember it being referred to as Virgil, I think, maybe, possibly, hopefully. Hopefully I'm not making a fool of myself and thinking that.
His job. More like lying to people for a living.
Do you know who is still listening to my announcements? An old woman, too weak to leave her bed. A man bleeding in the street. A teacher hiding with her students in a school basement.
Those are the people who need to hear it.
They're all going to die.
Maybe, maybe not. The Marines will be here soon.
They are all going to die.
Yep.
My job is to fill the time before they die with truth, with hope. But maybe you can do better. On the air. A special honor, New Mombasa. I have here in studio Uprising Commander Harris Two-Shot Kibaki. Commander, tell our listeners the latest news from the city center. Commander, go ahead. Speak the truth.
Now is he going to speak the truth?
Things aren't as good as they could be, but they're looking up. We're fighting hard.
Good to hear it. Any words of advice, Two-Shot?
Just keep fighting. We can win this battle if we stick together. We can save the city. We can win this war.
Yeah, exactly. You can't tell him the truth, can you? You can't. was yelling at Stefan before, but that was that was a cool move on his part to put him on the air and say, "Okay, you try to go tell him the truth." See, and you will say exactly what actually needs to be said. And he did say exactly what kinds of things needed to be said, and just proved it to Mike right there. That was a cool thing.
Now you are also a hero.
You are, you know.
I feel sick.
What you feel is hope. Ah, see? You already have an admirer.
Go ahead. You're on the line with Harris Two-Shot Kibaki.
That was truly inspiring,
Ah.
Mr. Bradley. Sadie must be very impressed.
Kinsler!
But I think she'll be much more interested in this. Sadie, I now control the firefighting systems in your father's lab. If you want to see him alive again, you'll do exactly as I say.
Is that on air as well? I assume that part of it wasn't on air.
Kinsler told me to meet him at the train station.
But when we saw that room in the data center, it seemed like it was all frozen over. I assume that has something to do with the fire suppression systems that were active in that area. And I assume that's the room where her father is dead.
That's what I'm going to do.
Come on, Sadie. You can't trust him. You know that.
My father is still in Virgil's data center.
I've been listening to your dad all day, and the one thing he wouldn't want you to do, put yourself in even more danger by...
You're not listening at all. Kinsler said he'd trigger the emergency fire response.
And that will...
Flood the data center with argon.
Can people breathe argon?
No.
No, Mike, it freezes you. Dead.
Look, I didn't know. I'm sorry.
Virgil, are you there?
I know that look. What's your plan?
Escalation.
Are you gonna go to Kinsler first and try to kill him first? Is that the escalation?
Out of the way, I'm getting on that train. There's not enough room.
We gotta get out of here.
My wife, is anyone
They're getting closer. We have to go.
Trans-Bay Express train, now departing Kikowani Station. All passengers must assemble with your...
Yeah, Superintendent's not doing so well right now.
Please remain calm. No tickets. No problem. Slow. Children, use caution.
Maybe Dad was right. The tentacle aliens he found, I think they are helping Virgil, bringing him back from the dead.
But why would they do that?
Dad said they were looking for something Virgil found.
Keep it clean. Keep all luggage on platforms.
Maybe they're sick of fighting, just like us. I don't know. Dad would know the answer.
We'll ask him when we see him, okay?
Okay.
Now, where are you supposed to meet the commissioner?
Platform 9. He's got a private train.
I still think you should let
If
me...
I don't come alone, my dad will die. Kinsler made that clear. You and Virgil know what you have to do?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, so Sadie is gonna go to where the commission is. Mike's gonna have to go do something else.
People are panicking. This is going to get ugly.
This day is a nightmare. It all keeps getting worse. Everything's falling apart.
Not everything.
Listen, I know I'm just a girl who got you fired.
You're more than that.
I might also be the girl who gets you killed.
Maybe, but not today.
Mike, I want you to live. I need you to live. For me.
And what about the people who want you to live, Sadie? You're saying that, oh, I want you to live, and I want you to live, and I want you to live. But she isn't thinking about, she's thinking about other people, but ironically, she also isn't. Mike was right. What her father would not want her to do is risk her life and, like, give herself up just to try to save him. Sadie wants to help and help and help and help, but she isn't considering the effect that her actions have on the people who do care for her. And that's not really fair to them either. It's a weird situation to be in, but it's just interesting when she says, I need you to live for me, when she's not considering that other people want her to live as well. And it's actually a bit selfish for her to say, everybody else, you live, and then I'm going to go sacrifice myself. It's just odd that a self-sacrifice can also be selfish at the same time. But in some situations, there's actually a bit of truth to that.
Platform 9.
There's Kinsler's private train, guarded by corrupt cops with machine guns.
Now that's what I would expect. I would expect Mike would be one of those corrupt cops that wouldn't even like bother trying to stop him from doing whatever it is he's doing. But guess not.
I'm going in. My father's life is on the line.
Be careful.
You too. What? Wait your turn! Excuse me. Sorry. Coming through!
Get away from the train, you hear me? Everyone back off. Steady, officer. Not yet. I can't hold the crowd back much longer, sir.
Kinsler!
You won't have to. My passenger has arrived. This way, Sadie. Push right on through. Make some room. Let her through.
Trust me, I don't think you want to be on board that train. Oh, wow. They're actually firing into the crowd.
Any other objections? Careful, Sadie. Watch your step.
You ever worry that...
Even if they were corrupt cops, they would normally do things for money and for power and things like that. I can't imagine I mean, obviously I wouldn't know, but I can't imagine even most corrupt cops would fire on innocent civilians like that. I don't know. Maybe that's just naive to think that, though.
There might really be a hell?
Oh, I know there is, my dear. And you and I are leaving it. Officer, close the doors. Button up, men. We're out of here.
Yikes. I wouldn't want to be Sadie right now.
I don't want any of that on board. Yes, sir.
You can't just kill them.
Why not? I'm getting quite good at it. For instance, I killed your father an hour ago.
Yeah, not trustworthy guy. Not a trustworthy guy. That's not unexpected in the slightest.
My men near Virgil's data center tripped the fire response system. He suffocated and froze. Not a bad way to go, all things considered. I wanted to tell you, face to face.
Yup.
Please, get all your tears out now. It's a long ride, and I don't want to hear you moaning all the way to Nairobi. Well, come to think of it, I might.
This dude.
It's a pink, airborne octopus. How hard can it be to find?
The tunnels are crawling with buggers, Commissioner. We've lost a lot of men. Maybe we should...
No one leaves until I get that alien. Do you hear me, officer? It found a way to hack a superintendent-class AI. Knowing how it did that is vital to the war effort.
Like you ever cared about anyone
Yeah,
besides
true.
yourself.
I wonder why he cares so much about finding that alien. Is it because it will know the things that he's done? Because it has interacted with Virgil?
Just because I'm a murderer doesn't mean I'm unpatriotic.
I mean, I guess so.
Covenant armor approaching the station, sir. What do we do? We wait! Don't you see the beauty of it, Sadie? Whatever you think of me, whatever I have done, I will leave this city with vital intelligence about the Covenant.
And you'll leave this city and you'll be like awarded medals and be told that you're a hero and things like that. I mean, sadly, that might actually be the case.
Call me what you like, but the world will call me a hero.
Well, not if Virgil, not if knowledge of his deeds gets out, which is what he's trying to prevent.
I've killed your father, Sadie, and now we're leaving the city. No one is coming to save you. Not Branley, not Virgil. It's the end of the line.
Oh, well, there's Virgil.
What the hell is that? That damn machine is dead. I tell you.
It got revived.
It doesn't matter. Anything he does to this car happens to you too.
Are you ready to die? Do you want to live? Are you ready to fight?
That's it, Mike.
Really? Okay, so he's leading everybody to go fight the train
The rest of your men will have to...
with a mob of people.
We aren't moving. I've lost engine control. Listen to me, Virgil, or whatever you are. Move this train out of the station or Sadie dies. You hear me? The Covenant will kill us all.
I'm knocked out of the system. The train's not responding.
There is nothing you can do to hurt me that won't kill her.
Almost nothing.
Hmm?
Virgil, open the doors.
I mean, yeah, you should have done that earlier.
No! Get back! Get back! Get away from me!
Tears him apart? Is that literal? They like actually pulled his body parts apart? It's pretty brutal. Well, Kinsler got what he deserved at least.
Sadie! Sadie! Are you alright? What about Kinsler?
They tore him to pieces. I gotta go, Mike. Excuse me. Sorry. Let me through!
Where are you going?
Underground!
What?
Oh, you're still going down there, huh?
Sadie, stop! We are getting on that train and getting the hell out of town.
That creature helped Virgil. It helped you and me. It helped all of us.
Sadie.
Dad knew how important it was. That's what he died for. I'm willing to die too. Let me go, Mike.
Emergency stop.
I am not worth your life, my brave warrior princess.
So that's interesting that it's using that guy's voice line to speak back. So it's saying that you shouldn't go back to come and rescue it?
Find you. Who will?
Office of Naval Intelligence. Your tax dollars at work.
Fallen heroes on the air.
Virgil, I
Need you to live.
Now it's using its own words. There we go.
We've got to go.
Virgil! You're all I have left of this place.
Sadie, sweetheart. You make me very, very proud.
You're all I have left of him.
Sadie, take my hand.
Okay. I'm ready.
On the board. Last train. Now departing.
Unfortunately, we do get them out.
Kuba, Nairobi Road, home station. And beyond.
So yeah, that alien thing was like a mix of Virgil and the alien itself. So I wasn't going crazy. I'm glad I didn't completely misremember that. So, oh, and that's the end. Interesting. Okay, so that's the complete story of Sadie in Halo 3 ODST. It's interesting that we've got this whole side story that runs parallel to the events of ODST, but actually isn't related to the main storyline at all. And I talked a little bit about that at the end of Halo 3 ODST in my discussion, and it's still true. It's still true now. All of this stuff that they were talking about, the only thing that really connected to the main storyline was Virgil. Virgil was the superintendent AI, or at least a part of the superintendent, and it seems like one of those aliens, unfortunately I don't know what the name of the alien species is, but one of those aliens, the other of its kind helped it defuse the bomb on it. We did see like Covenant members placing bombs on them in ODST. So it helped defuse its bomb, and then it merged with Virgil's AI or something like that. And then we got it off world. Interesting. Okay, I don't know if I don't know how much I'll have to say about this. I actually no, wait, there is one thing I have to say. What about the kebab man? Did kebab man make it out safe? That's what I need to know. That's one thing that this story doesn't actually tell us, is where is kebab man? I think his name was his name Jonas or something? Sadie said that she would come and get him after when she was leaving the area. Oh, also, hold on. This is actually not everything, because I was also informed that there is some events or cutscenes or something that happens in game other than the audio logs if you end up seeing all of them. Let me see if that's actually the case, and let me see if I can go and see that real quick. Okay, I've got a video here that says Halo 3 ODST alternate cutscene and last audio log. So let's see if I can see what this is all about. Alternate cutscene. So this person just fighting things.
Wait here, watch for hostiles.
Okay. Wait. What? Let's skip back a little bit. So I remember there was this guy right here that we met along the way in Halo 3 ODST. But apparently he does a little bit more in this alternate ending.
Change required. Freaking machine. The whole city's gone to hell. Wait here, watch for hostiles. I'll be back.
Okay, he'll be back, he says. But this guy's not waiting here.
What are you, stupid? I told you to stay outside. Step away from there. This ain't none of your business.
And that's the father.
Kinsler gave me real specific instructions. Make
Kinsler
sure the
did.
gun's dead and make double sure no one knows about it.
Okay, so yeah, make double sure nobody knows about it. Kinsler definitely didn't want anybody to know about what he did to Sadie's father. And so this guy is complicit in that. This is one of the corrupt cops.
Caution, traveler, caution. Sorry, friend. You know way too much.
Crime doesn't pay.
Yeah, this guy was definitely waiting for that to happen. We've never actually fought a UNSC soldier other than one that was infected by the flood, as far as I know. So that's interesting. That's the first time we've ever actually fought like a full-on human in the game. Crazy. Oh, what is he looking at? Oh, he's doing this in co-op, I think, actually. I've never done this in co-op. Is that his walkie-talkie, or is like his communicator?
Sadie, are you alright? What about Kinsler?
Okay, so now he's listening to the audio log. I think he just picked one up from the body. We've already heard the audio log, though. Okay, and I think the rest of this is just regular old gameplay. Wait, or maybe it's not. Let's see if this changed at all.
Engineers.
Okay, I don't think there's anything else new in the rest of that. You guys can let me know if I missed anything else, other than the stuff that I've watched. Obviously, let me know in the comments if there's anything else you think I should be watching and reacting to. But interesting. So we actually do end up seeing Sadie's father, although dead. Yeah, right here. If you end up getting all of the logs. That was a lot of logs, though, so I can't imagine too many players actually got this alternate ending. Or, well, it's not even an ending. This alternate little side thing happened to them. I also wonder, though, there's one question I still have that hasn't been really answered. Why did Kinsler want to kill Sadie's father in the first place? Sadie's father was doing all sorts of research, like seismology research and research on the area where the entrance to the Ark was, and they were doing that with Virgil. Is that something that Kinsler wanted to stop? Why? Is he helping out the Covenant or something? It didn't seem that way. Was it just because he wanted to get at Sadie? Is that the only reason he killed Sadie's father? I feel like there's got to be other reasons there, and I don't feel like I understand the full picture to why he had to go as far as to kill Sadie's father. So that's a question I still have, and I don't know if it'll be answered or not. If it's at this point, I think you could probably tell me in the comments, assuming it's not a spoiler for future games, which I doubt it is, but I don't know. I guess it could be. But if it's not a spoiler, you could try to explain to me, why did Sadie's father have to die? Was it just to as an attempt to control Sadie? Was it just to prevent anybody from knowing all the bad things that Kinsler has done? It didn't seem that way, because when Sadie initially told her father about meeting up with Kinsler, the father didn't seem that concerned and didn't seem to understand that he was really such a bad guy. So I can't imagine that would have been the reason. It would have to have something to do with his research, right? Something to do with his research was bad for Kinsler, and so he didn't want it known. so he couldn't let Sadie's father or Virgil escape from the city, and then probably not Sadie either. That's why he kept trying to stop her. Yeah, so those are my thoughts on all that. It's good that Mike ended up surviving out of that. I actually kind of expected that Mike would die, trying to help get Sadie out, but I guess not. So so Virgil escaped in the form of that alien creature. Mike escaped, Mike Bradley, and Sadie, I forget her last name, but Sadie also escaped. The only person who didn't escape was her father didn't escape. But again, I don't know about Kebab Man. Did Kebab Man escape from the city? Probably not, unfortunately. He was 800 pounds, and we didn't get any story with Sadie coming back for him or anything like that. So, well, I don't know. Maybe Sadie remembered about him. Sadie's a pretty nice person. She seems to be thinking about other people a lot. Maybe she remembered Kebab Man and decided to come back for him. I hope so. Hopefully we'll be able to see Kebab Man more in the future, even though I doubt it. But yeah, that's about all I've got to say. Interesting cutscene, interesting side story, interesting visuals for the audio logs and things like that. It can sometimes be hard to figure out what's going on in them, but I think that's kind of the point as well, to be a little bit vague and ambiguous. I'm glad this little side story does exist as a part of the game, just as another little thing to pay attention to alongside everything else. In the story of Halo 3 ODST, we do already go back in time and like see what happens to all of the rookie squad mates and things like that. And there's a lot of back and forth between different stories. So it already is a little bit hard to follow sometimes. And this additional story can also add to that and make it even more hard to follow, keeping track of multiple storylines at the same time. But regardless, it was a still fun addition, and I still enjoyed watching through all these cutscenes that I missed and seeing what happened to Sadie and all these interesting characters that she met along the way. So that's about all I got to say. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me watch through all this stuff. I know it was a bit of a lengthy storyline we've got going here, but most of it was very new to me, and it was pretty entertaining, at least for me watching it. So now I'm going to be jumping back into Halo 4, which I know you guys won't see for a little while, but I'm going to go jump into that because I'm really enjoying that game right now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.